What's up, guys? It's your boy Swag for Life, and thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate you being here. Before I get into the video, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy what you see here. Also, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscriber button. It would really mean a lot to me. So, I had an interesting day, to say the least. Basically, it just started off with me. I was making a couple of TikTok videos. I had ordered some flags, and I was actually doing an unboxing. So I was already on TikTok, and I just said, let me just, look around, see what's going on TikTok today. What are people talking about? And there was a video that I saw that kind of, it ticked me off. I was going to say something nice, but let's just be honest. It ticked me off. So, it took me off so much that I made a response to it, and I probably shouldn't have, because I try not to get involved with that kind of stuff, because I don't really want to amplify, that kind of rhetoric, but, and I'm sure he probably did it that way to tick people off, to drive people to him, because we all know that tactic works on TikTok, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But, so I made a response to it. Now, I wish you could have seen it, but I don't think you did. And I think the reason that is because TikTok shadow banned that video. Now, I'm not a big creator. I don't have tens of millions of followers. So, I'm a small creator. But I know what my videos normally get views on. I know how many people normally see my views. I normally hit a certain number when I put a video out. So I know what my target is. When I put out a video and it sits at 0 for 2.5, almost 3 hours, you're shadow banning me. So that didn't feel good. I didn't like that. And well, that's TikTok. What are you going to do? So that was the first issue that I had, and that's probably why you haven't seen it. So if you haven't seen it, I welcome you to go to my TikTok page and take a look at it. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, so the premise of the video was that basically this guy was saying that, there's a lot of TikTokers out there that speak to, certain issues and stuff. And, there's a lot that speak to Black issues. Most notably, I'm not speaking right, but Consciously and I Speak 1906, they usually speak a lot to Black issues. And so, this particular video was targeting them, saying that, they're don't believe don't believe the hype, don't believe what they have to say. They're only doing it for the follows. So I'm doing a little investigation, and I check out this guy's profile, and I'm just like, okay. So you say that they're only doing it for the views and the follows, but your bio says on the way to 10K. Doesn't that make you a clout chaser? Doesn't that make you kind of in the same boat? If you claim that they're only doing it for the follows, then aren't you in fact saying the same thing? Now he came back with some bogus answer talking about, well, you didn't look to see how many people I was following, and it's bad look, my guy. Okay, I'm not your guy. I could care less how many people are following me. Then why is it in your bio? and as far as you bragging about how many people you follow, okay, at the time that I, did the screenshot, he was at 10K followers. He was following 10K. Who brags on their bio that they're following 10K people? That's not the flex that you think that it is, because guess what? It's easy to follow 10K people. You can just randomly just pick up a whole bunch of people to pick, and woohoo, you're at 10K. Okay, mission accomplished. I guess you can delete the app now because you've done your job. Nobody brags about how many followings they have, or not how many people they're following. The goal is always to be like, celebrate how many followers you have. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm grateful for the followers that I have, but I'm not bragging about it. I'm not going around saying like, "Ooh, I have this many followers" or whatever. I don't knock people who do that because, that is a goal of people. You do want to increase your following. You do want people to come to your page and like your stuff. So it's a goal, and it's not a bad goal, but for you to accuse two guys of doing that and you're doing the same thing is kind of like pot meet kettle. I mean, it is what it is. But you know, but besides all that, I mean, there was more to it than what ticked me off from that. And the argument between me and him is not really the focus of this video. What really the focus of my anger was, and yes, I pointed that out, but I know what this guy's game is, and it's unfortunate, but that's something that happens a lot on TikTok, is that you get these people who make rhetoric videos about, basically trying to pit one group against another or trying to cause division within a certain community, and immediately they get rewarded for it because everybody flocks to their profile and they rip their videos apart. Other people duet those videos, and it's just like a domino effect. Next thing you know, everybody's coming to his page and he's getting all the attention that he wanted, and it works. And that's the part that frustrates me the most. And yes, I participated in it, so I'm no better than anybody else, and I gotta learn to fight my battles a little bit better. But it just ticked me off because I just don't like you coming into my community and trying to cause a division. Now, I'm getting ready to say something, and hopefully it's not going to tick anybody off. If it does, I apologize, but I am who I am. I'm not going to apologize for that. So maybe I'm not the creator for you, and if that's the case, that's fine. But I'm a gay black man. No surprise, never hid that fact from anybody. So I can talk about black issues, and I can talk about gay issues, and I feel like I'm entitled to do so. Women are entitled to speak about women's issues. The trans community is entitled to speak about trans issues. If you're in that community and you have a beef and you want to speak your piece, you have a right to do that. What you don't get to do, and again, now, like I said, I'm a gay black man. I have no right going into women's business and speaking to women like, yeah, you need to do what I say because I know better than you. I'm not going to do that because that's not my place to do. So for this guy to come into my community and try to cause division with two people that I look up to and say, they don't really care about you. They don't want, they're only talking about this stuff because they want you to follow them. You need to listen to me because I speak the truth. You don't need to be listening to them. You need to be listening to me. I know more about this topic than they do. That is what ticked me off. And and like I said, it worked because it definitely got my attention. So, and he's going to get rewarded for it because that's how TikTok works. You get on TikTok and you say whatever it is you want to say. And, people will listen to you and they will either agree with you or they don't agree with you. And if they don't agree with you, they're going to respond, and those get, it goes up the ranks to the big creators who then speak to it. All the little creators get that information from them and they start going after the next thing you know, they're the next hottest thing on TikTok because all these people are coming at them with all this rhetoric saying like, how dare you speak, to people of color that way? How dare you speak to women that way? How dare you speak to the trans community that way? And they get away with it. And I hate, that's one of the reasons I don't like TikTok, because TikTok makes it easy and TikTok doesn't help. They don't help. I have seen too many creators who say racist stuff, they say homophobic stuff, they say misogynistic stuff, They just are just unkind, and just it's just the worst stuff that you can say. And then I have seen people who try to speak to that and say, hey, that's problematic. You shouldn't say that. I think that's a problem. They look at TikTok's community guidelines and they say, hey, TikTok, you said people shouldn't be doing this on your platform, so you need to go handle it. What does TikTok do? They say, but it's making us money, so we're just gonna kind of let it ride for a little while, but then we'll totally squash it. And it's like, no, I think that's a problem and you need to fix it. So then you keep amplifying your voice. You keep saying, like, this is a problem, you need to fix this, TikTok. And then TikTok's like, okay, well, now I have a problem with you, because now you're messing with our money. You're making too much noise. You're bringing too much attention. So you're gone. You're banned. And that's exactly what has happened. I have seen it happen more times than I care to talk about. Two great guys that I know. I've already talked about one of those guys. I talk to him a lot. Uni, the gay anti-racist. He actually lost his account. He was able to create a new account, and he fought like hell to get his original account back, because he had really worked hard on that account to build the following that he had. But TikTok was like, nope. So he basically had to start over from scratch. Another creator I know, Danny Plays Games, great guy, sweet as can be, great content. He got banned too. And I was shocked when I heard about Danny. I'm like, Danny? What? Are you kidding me? He's such a sweetheart. Like, how the hell does somebody like Danny get banned on TikTok? But then you've got other people who have hats that say grab them by the you know what, and like they were able to like make content and wear that hat and nothing happened. Yeah. So that's my issue with TikTok, is that they let stuff slide. They swear up and down that, they're all about making this a safe community for everybody, where everybody can, share their views and what have you. Now, I get it. People who don't think like me, they have their views and they're entitled to their views. I don't have to agree with them. They don't have to agree with me, but I should be able to speak my mind just like they should be able to speak their mind. But what I shouldn't see happen is that they get to speak their mind and they get to cause rhetoric and cause, division within my community. But then when I speak out about it, you silence me. You tamper down my stuff and you amplify somebody else. That's not cool. And I don't like that. And that's really what bothers me the most about, this whole situation, is that, he was saying what he wanted to say. He's getting all this attention. He's getting all this views, and my stuff gets tampered down. Am I mad that he's getting more, that he has more followers than me? No, I don't care about that. Am I mad that he's getting more views than me? No, I don't care about that. What I care about is that if I have something that I want to say, I want to be able to say it, and I want it to be able to get out to the audience that needs to hear it. And I don't want you saying, well, just tamper it down a little bit. Don't make so much noise, and let's let him have his spotlight. That I'm not cool with. And so that's the problem that I have. And, it just bothered me enough that I felt like I needed to come here and say something about it. Cause like I tell you guys, TikTok only gives me 60 seconds to talk about stuff. And I can't talk about all this in a 60-second TikTok. And I'm sorry. And I know people love to do it, but I hate people who do the, follow me for part 2 and follow me for part 3. It's like, look, I just need to I just need to sit down and just get the whole story in one sitting. I don't want to have to go through 20 TikToks for you to get to the end of the story. Cause you know what people do with that? When you get to part 2, they have to recap part 1, and that takes them 30 seconds. So then they tell you a little bit more about what happened, and then you got to stay tuned for part 3. So I don't want to do that. I just want to come here, say my piece, you go on about your day and move on to the next video. So that's what I wanted to come here and say. That's my piece. That's what had bothered me enough that I felt like I needed to come here and get it off my chest. And now I have done that. So now I'm at one with the world, and hopefully things will get better. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to me rant on. I promise I'm going to try to make these videos shorter in the future. I'm sorry that they get long winded, and I'm sorry that I rant the way that I do, but I just got a lot to say. So I'm sorry. If you stick around this long, I appreciate it. I'm glad you stuck around. If you didn't, then, well, I guess you're not going to hear what I had to say. But anyway, I appreciate you so much. And thank you for joining me again. Like I said before, again, make sure you like and follow. I'd really appreciate it. And hit me up on TikTok. I do stuff and I say stuff. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. But just make sure to follow me on TikTok. You can find me at Swag for Life on TikTok. And yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. And I hope you have a good evening. Take care, everybody.